どうもこんにちは、リターンです。ポーショノミクスやっていきましょう。宝箱買うか。良さそうやん。クイーンに渡してないやつも多かった。会話してカードもらおう。
You know, it occurs to me you might be able to help us out with something. You any good with that broom?
Yeah.
Well, you see those cannons on our ship? They're murder to reach, but they gotta be cleaned out to be of any use. Then you show up with a gravity-defying janitorial tool. It's like it's meant to be. And now just put it in reverse. Careful not to breathe any of that soot in. May not be great for the lungs.
Oh, so see? You do care.
Yeah, I care about not getting sued. Humans are litigious. Now come on, Sylvia. There's lots more cannons to clean. How's that for teamwork? And before you say anything, supervision is a critical contribution to any team effort, and that is what I brought to the table.
You sound like this owl I know.
Well, he sounds smart and delicious. Fair warning, though. Being a pirate's about more than cleaning cannons and swabbing the deck.
I don't scare easy. Just ask my competitors.
I would ask him, but I'm assuming you killed him. Wink. I gotta say wink on account of the eye patch.
Sylvia, you must be curious about our eye patches.
I've been meaning to ask about it. What are the odds you'd both lose an eye?
Yeah, not very high, those odds. I ain't ever lost an eye. This eye patch is just a fashion accessory.
Oh, I assumed...
Yeah, I get that a lot. But I'll have you know I'm very careful around pointy things, exploded things, and monsters that eat cats in whole or in part. But I wanted to show solidarity with Pepper, you know? Hence, the eye patch.
Well, what happened to Pepper then?
We don't talk about that!
It's alright, so. I don't mind.
There's no need to get into it.
Yeah, ancient history and all that. Let's just say that if you want to talk to the cats who are responsible, you're gonna have to find your way to the bottom of the ocean. You understand? They're dead, is what I'm trying to tell ya.
No, I got that.
Anyway, there's a moral in all this. You gotta choose what role you're gonna play in this life. Offense or defense? Victim or revenger? Pirate or patsy? I know which I'd choose.
You've given me a lot to think about.
Well, don't think too long or hard. Nothing good comes of that, usually.
2ターンだから割と使えそうなカードだな。 苗買っておきたい。どうせ買うなら今買っといた方がいいと思うけどな。買い切ったか。大釜強化するぞ。量子最大強化。ストレス高いからこの回転でいくらか減らしたい。とりあえずに減らしたぞ。防御も来た。は？なんで 23% で3枚引いてんだよ。仕方なく交渉成立。なんでこんな引くんだ？右下の確率より引く確率高いのか？終わってる。20% 超えると交渉にならんかもしれん。最初より確率少し下げたのによりひどくなってる感じしかしない。これ一応最高難易度なんだけどなんか関係あるかな。どいつもこいつも最初ストレス与えてくるから交渉を終了せざるを得ない。ダメだこりゃ。で、普通にミスった。
That's all of them, for now.
ストレス 20% 以上にしない方がいいってことだけは分かった。というか0を維持した方がいい。
I hope Oswald is okay. But I also hope he feels super guilty.
How's it hanging, chum? You feel like tapping out at any point? You just let me know.
Are you for real? This isn't a wrestling match we're talking about. It's my career. So if you're expecting me to just quit, you're deluding yourself.
Flashing those teeth of yours again, eh? You talk to all your customers that way?
I'm pretty sure you have to buy something to be considered a customer.
You know, I'd almost be willing to buy a stamina potion off you. But that would be an illegal transaction, and I know a promising young potion maker like yourself wouldn't want to show such disrespect to the law, or to me.
Don't tell me you're still patent trolling, and you're actually bragging about it. I guess you can't beat me without resorting to dirty tricks.
It's an unconventional strategy, sure. I call that thinking outside the tank.
I call it unethical, and possibly illegal.
Whoa, whoa. Watch the slander, chum. Have I broken any laws here? I don't actually know the answer to that, but I've got some really good lawyers on retainer. The kind of guys who just love to drag out the proceedings. You got money to burn on that sort of thing? Go ahead and burn it.
Maybe I can't take you to court, but I'm gonna fight this, Finn, however I can.
Hey, I don't expect anything less from you, chum, and I wouldn't want this to be too easy. It's a real bad habit of mine, I know. But I've always liked to play with my food.
カードを得て選択肢を増やそう。
Sorry to chase you away, but I'm about to head down to the beach.
Can I join you?
I mean, you can, but I'll be marking turtle nests to keep them from getting trampled. Not what most people would call a good time.
Are you kidding? Compared to facing another onslaught of demanding customers, it sounds like a dream vacation. Come on, show me what you get up to in your spare time.
This is the spot.
Thanks for navigating a path down the slope. Your footing's a lot surer than mine.
Just take some practice. And decent boots. Having the right gear is always essential. Gotta be prepared for anything.
1ターンって部分が気に入らんな。2コスでいいから2ターン欲しいものだ。
That's doubly true when you're dealing with customers.
Ain't that the truth? Now, let's get started here. I've got everything we need. See it? That's a nest. Sea turtles lay their eggs in the sand, where they're vulnerable to careless footfalls and errant volleyballs. Not on my watch. We gotta let people know where the nests are.
Yes! Save the turtles! Let's do it.
Enthusiasm's good, but don't get too close to any of the mothers. They have powerful flippers and they know how to use them. It's why this particular species is known as the slapping turtle.
Noted. I'll keep my distance.
Those women appear to have depleted their stamina. Despite all that talk of being prepared, I'm fresh out of restorative potions. I may need to carry them to safety.
Don't you dare! They're just enjoying themselves.
By lying prone on the ground. I'd be worried about aerial predators. Maybe that's just me.
It's just you.
Suppose my time in the wild left me extra vigilant.
Have you really spent that much time out in nature?
I have.
Were you raised by wolves?
Nothing like that. Although, I did learn a fair bit from the wombats.
So? Tell me about it.
Well, if you're gonna be insistent, my folks were nomadic. Belonged to a clan of a few dozen souls. We rarely stayed in one place for long. Moved with the weather. Followed the food. Never left a permanent mark on the land. And never took more than the land could spare. But truth be told, even among my family, I was an outlier.
How so?
Little ways at first. When the others gathered around the fire at night, I'd offer to stand watch. Sort of set myself apart. Soon started feeling more kinship for the animals than the people. Even let a few animals get away while on the hunt. Meals we could sorely afford to miss. One day, I was sent to scout ahead, and I just sort of kept going. Always meant to stop and set down roots somewhere, at least for a little while. Just never really got around to doing it.
Well, you're back in civilization now. You can afford to let your guard down a little. Although, come to think of it, I've never really seen you relax.
Too much to do. I wouldn't know where to begin.
How about a massage? I could work out some of that tension.
Being touched generally makes me more tense, not less. Although, you do look to have powerful hands.
Thanks. Take it from me. You've got to find ways to relax, or the stress of the city will eat you alive. In a place like this, you can only go so far on your knowledge of sandworms and squirrels and slapping turtles.
Sylvia, I would never slap a turtle. I'm sorry. Just some naturalist humor.
Oh boy.
I hear what you're saying, and I'll ponder it. But in my heart, I know I'm not the type to be idle. I can appreciate the sea air and the feeling of sand beneath my feet. But I can help out these turtles at the same time.
Fair enough. It's definitely a nice break from my shop, just like I hoped. And hey, maybe we'll get lucky and see some of these eggs hatch while we're here.
Oh, I wouldn't wish for that. The babies are vicious little beasts, and they go right for your weak points. Believe me when I say you do not want to get turtle-tapped.
And the beach is ruined for me. Thanks.
So, do I look any different? Because you're talking to a woman who's fought monsters and lived to tell the tale.
Sid? Amazing! Tell me more.
Hook Day. It's the first rule of bardic storytelling. Start with a strong opening act.
クイーンのカードにも巻いた安関心度増えるやつはあったな。ただこちらはシールドを得られない。そして初手で使えば実質1コスで使えるな。
That would work for selling potions too. But don't leave me wondering. What's it been like, starting out as a hero?
You know, in some ways, it's just exactly how the songs and stories describe it. And yet, somehow, it's not at all what I was expecting. Come on, I promise I'll tell you all about it. But let's walk while we talk. This spot looks safe enough. We better not go any farther. I'm reasonably sure I could protect you in a pinch, but better not put it to the test so soon.
I feel safe with you. and it might be fun to see you in action.
If that's the key to impressing you, I'll try to find a slime to kick around.
That sounds too easy. The way I heard it, you've vanquished a few monsters already.
Is that what I said? Because monsters might have been overstating things a little. But there were rodents with insectoid eyes and spitting songbirds, and the flowers said some very hurtful things. I guess most of the creatures I've encountered so far were less monsters than pests.
That's more than I've done. I'm ready to retreat at the first sign of a mosquito.
Hey, don't sell yourself short like that. I bet you're braver than you think. After all, there's a common link between adventuring and entrepreneurship. In either case, you've got to be bold. I'll admit I've got a whole new appreciation for heroes. I'd always sort of pegged the ballads as hyperbolic. But when you're out here and your blood is pumping, it all feels pretty epic.
Think you'll write a ballad of your own?
You know? Maybe. I'm not sure there's anything new to be said about the life of a hero, but I'll keep an open mind. For now, though, I'm plenty busy.
Yeah, me too. I should probably be heading home.
I'll walk you back, just in case there are any of those creepy-eyed chipmunks around.
That's totally something a hero would say. I think you're getting the hang of it already.
You know something, Sylvia? I think you might be right.
今回はここまで。